hundreds of balloons that floated over the border from North Korea overnight, filled with things like trash and animal feces.
If your children grow up not seeing the naked body, they basically tend to become bullies.
Therefore, down to the wire means the very last possible moment or to the very end.
This is my better side, so I'm going to sit. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. I'll be talking to you about it like this. If that's
Do you want to sit here then?
No. Well, I don't want to take the desk.
It's too
too
powerful.
intimidating. Yeah, I think you should have it.
Thanks.
'Cause it gives you some psychological leverage, which you're going to need, right?
Yeah, I feel like you might try to play some mind games on me.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not capable of that. No, I don't like sabotage or subterfuge or any of that. I am just straight right down the middle.
Ladies and mostly gentlemen, welcome Jon Dore. TV's Jon Dore.
Is that true? Mostly gentlemen?
Yeah, the stats are pretty heavy that way.
Wow. How did you collect that info?
YouTube.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
YouTube is mostly male anyway. So
You think?
just generally, isn't it? Yeah. I thought mostly men watch YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true because you see a lot of like alpha male content. There's no like alpha female content.
There isn't.
I don't see.
There's gotta be some
At least
alpha
not on my
female.
algorithm. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Are you an alpha or a beta? What are you?
What's the middle one?
You're
Is
a
the
beta.
middle one? Yeah,
You're
that's
the
a beta
for
thing to
sure
say.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely
What's the
not
middle
alpha.
one? Is there a middle one? What's between alpha and beta? Omega?
Sigma.
Sigma? Oh, that sounds worse, dude.
Yeah, you don't want to be
Sigma's-
Sigma.
you don't wanna be a
yeah,
Sigma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I'll stop asking questions. You're behind the desk.
I mean, there's not really many questions I have.
Oh, should I go?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. I think we got everything.
I
we
can't
needed,
tell if
right?
you're joking. Are we done?
Yeah.
We are. Oh
No.
my god, we're not. Dude, you got to be serious once in a while. This is ridiculous, Jacob.
All right, let me get serious.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, TV's Jon Dore.
Hey, great to be here. Thanks for having me
Of course, man.
on Bank Street in Ottawa.
Bank Street. You may know him from this podcast. I know you from TV, though.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I saw you was on television, and
yeah?
it changed my life.
It did? In what way?
Yeah, it was the Just for Laughs. Remember Comedy Network, whatever comedy station was in Canada? It would always be Just for Laughs and then back to back with Just for Laughs gags.
I don't know, but
You don't
okay.
remember that? So I remember
Yeah.
me and my family would always watch it. Everyone looked forward to the gags, but I
Yes.
like the stand-up part.
Right,
And the first comedian I remember liking was this guy came on stage. It was you.
right.
And you did this bit about how it was like a really shitty joke off the top about how you wanted to get a bow tie tattoo to match your suspenders tattoo.
Yeah.
So I've decided I'm going to get a very classy tattoo. I'm going to get a bow tie on my neck. Yeah. Because number one, it'll match my suspenders tattoo that I already have, right? Oh, stupid.
And then it didn't hit. And you're like, yeah, it's stupid. And then you want to do the rest of your act. And you had
Yes.
the recorder bit.
Yeah.
How you had to play the recorder into the mic.
Yeah.
And then the guy in the front was laughing at you and you got mad at him. And then you took off your shirt and you're wearing suspenders.
No. Is it funny to you? Is that it? You've been laughing the entire time I've been up here, okay? You think it's funny to rejoice in the weaknesses of others? Is that what you like, eh? Do you want to do this right now? No, I'm not kidding. Why don't you stand up? Why don't we do this? You ready to do it? Because I'm sick of it. You've been pissing me off.
I actually had a suspenders tattoo. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Just to show them what you're talking about. Want to take off your shirt?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll cut to the clip.
Yeah. You mean right now? Take off my shirt?
Yeah. Yeah. Just to see, so they know the tattoo.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't. I had an accident. So yeah.
What happened?
I had a C-section. I had a cesarean.
Right. Congrats. Nice.
Yeah, and it's letting it heal. So yeah, it's also quite rude to ask what happened. But anyway,
In an accident? Well, thoughts and
no,
prayers.
I had to. So I had an undescended testicle, and as a result, they had to go. It was lodged into my abdominal cavity,
Right.
so they had to
My
go
dad
in.
had that.
Pardon me.
My dad had that.
Your dad had an undescended testicle.
Yeah.
At what age was it corrected?
What was it like? What year was Obama elected?
Holy shit! What are you talking about? Your dad didn't have an undescended testicle. Then he must have had an ascended testicle.
What's the
Obama
difference?
was elected in 2008.
Okay, so it was like 12 years after that. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. Just a few
You're
years ago.
ridiculous. This is, I hate these spam calls. Can I answer this? This
Yeah.
is, hello? Hello? Hello?
Afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for taking the call. My name is Michael. How are you doing?
Michael, I'm doing really great. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing wonderful, sir. Thank you so much for asking, sir. I'm doing great by the grace of the Lord. Thanks for asking. And I hope you're having a good day so far, sir.
Again, Michael, I'm having a great day. What do you have for me today? I'm really excited.
This call is in regards about Medicare benefits.
Oh my God, Michael, I just farted. Michael, I just farted.
Beg your pardon, sir?
Did you hear? I said I just farted. Did you hear that?
Sir, we are on recorded line, sir. That's not funny, okay?
Yeah, it is funny. You should have heard it. It was like, it was so funny, Michael. Every day. I should show you like how many spam calls that I get. It's really good. But I love how mad some of these guys get when you waste their time because it's like, that's not funny, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Let's be serious about your ridiculous scam call. Anyway, yeah, your dad probably had an ascended testicle, right? Because, but seriously, did your dad, his testicle was lodged in the abdominal cavity when the year that Obama was elected?
It was 12 years after Obama. That's how I remember that.
Shut up.
Yeah.
What does that even mean, 12 years after
That's how I
Obama?
just base it based off of presidents.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
There's no way that's true. When was your dad, get him on the phone, when was his testicle lodged in his abdominal cavity?
Let's see.
12 years after Obama was elected. There's no way that's true. That would also be the year Trump was elected, correct?
2020.
No, Biden.
Yeah,
Biden was elected.
sorry.
Yeah, Biden. Oh, your phone's way better. Your speakerphone's way better than mine.
Bonjour, Montreal. How can I help you?
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
That's fun.
What year was the incident?
Shut up.
The incident. What incident?
You know the thing?
What thing?
The thing you don't like to talk about.
I don't like to talk about.
Yeah, when you got there's people around, so I want to keep it quiet. But when you got the testicle lodged in your abdominal, when was that?
Testicle lodged in my abdominal.
Yeah. You gotta play along.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this. You should.
I think that was just after.
Obama, right? It was like 12 years.
No,
after
don't you
Obama.
dare. Let him answer it.
Yeah, because I was all by myself when it happened.
Okay. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it. Yeah. That's all I needed.
Whatever you. Well, like anything you gotta, just don't let them boys hanging out too long because you know what can happen.
All right. Thanks, Dad. Thanks.
Okay, love you. Son.
I'll talk to you later. Love you too.
All right, bye.
So
That was his chance.
I'm so disenchanted with this experience right now, and I'm so disappointed in you.
I'm disappointed in him.
I can't
thought he was
believe.
gonna,
No, I
pick
can't
that
believe
up.
this was a lie. You stand to gain nothing from making up this lie.
So how did you get it then? How do you?
No, you just lied. Why are you lying? What is inside you that forces you? We're having a genuine conversation here. I had a C-section. All right. Yeah. I'm trying to be honest with you.
Does that actually happen?
No, but well, when I was in the second grade, yes. I'm borrowing a story from the second grade. Yeah, I did.
Second grade.
Second grade, it was discovered one of my testicles was lodged in my abdominal
So this
cavity.
did happen.
It was an undescended testicle. Yes. From the day I was
Okay.
born, I was supposed to have 2 testicles, scrotal sac, only
Yeah.
1. So, yeah. So I had surgery yet.
Wait, one testicle, 2 sacks.
Correct. And
Yes.
so they had to loosen my inguinal ring.
Yeah.
Do you know what an inguinal ring is?
No.
Oh my God, it's the top of the inguinal canal, my friend. And so they had to descend the testicle into my scrotal sac because the temperature is much more ideal in the scrotal sac for the survival of the semen inside the testicle.
As opposed to what?
In the abdominal cavity, it's too hot
Right,
there; it'll
right.
cook. That's why you must have an operation immediately so you can descend the testicle and hopefully save this semen.
How long was the operation? Were you awake during it?
I was in the hospital for 3 or 4 days. Oh no, God! Why? I'm out.
You weren't
cold.
awake?
I'm in second
Out
grade.
cold?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm out cold. Yeah, I was in the hospital for 3 days.
Did your friends make fun of you?
For
Had
what?
any- Had any nicknames for you? Like,
No. I didn't even know what the surgery was at that time.
Oh, right.
I only know now it was because one of my testicles was in my abdominal cavity.
How did you find that out?
Well, my mother told me,
How did she know?
but I don't think I cared. All I knew in the second grade was you have to go get an operation. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'm
Right.
terrified.
Right.
Yeah, I had to sit in the hospital. You got to recover.
Was it like sticking out? Like how else would your mom know? I don't know.
The testicle was an X-ray revealed. Okay, there's
Oh.
X-ray technology which will which will. Do you know what an X-ray is?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it reveals what's going on inside of you. That's how they found out. Okay. A consensual medical fondle was performed on me. Okay. You know what that is? Do you know what that is? The doctor, they were supposed to do it properly when I was born. Okay.
Right.
They're supposed to fondle and make sure there's 2 testicles there. This doctor, I guess, wasn't doing his job.
Yeah.
Or her job. I don't know. I was just born. I don't know. And yeah, they should have realized when I was born that one of my testicles had not descended. And it wasn't until the 2nd grade when I was having stomach pains.
So this is like a PSA to have doctors fondling kids.
Yes.
Properly? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Fondle those children's testicles fondle them a few times.
Early and as quickly as possible.
Well, don't be shy about it. You know what I mean?
That's what makes it weird.
Don't do it often. Just that's your job. Yeah. Be aggressive and passionate about it.
Yeah.
Passionately tug on some testicles.
That way you don't have to get a asymmetrical surgery in the abdomen. Yeah, something like that.
Asymmetrical surgery.
Yeah. John.
Yes.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
I know I said I didn't have any questions, but I do have a question for you.
Okay.
Have you heard about did you see about the Korea poop balloon war that's going on?
No, I haven't.
You see anything about that? Colin, you want to pull this up?
Yeah.
North Korea sent 1,000 poop balloons to South Korea in response to South Korea trolling North Korea and sending over a bunch of USB hard drives with K-pop music. Did you see about that? Are you familiar with the protests going on?
Row intensifies. Balloons filled with US dollars, K-pop, and leaflets critical of... Can you move that story a little bit over?
Oh, yeah.
Am I being too aggressive?
No, that's good.
Oh, yeah, the curtain's covering it. Sorry.
So there's a lot of protesters in South Korea, and what they do to troll Kim Jong-un is they'll send a bunch of stuff up there that's just like anti-North Korea. So American money,
propaganda,
K-pop stuff, propaganda.
Yeah.
So in response, Kim wasn't loving it. So what Kim decided to do was send over 1,000 balloons filled with actual garbage and poop.
Kim Jong-un sent poop balloons?
Yeah, poop balloons.
That's too fun for a dictator, isn't it?
It is kind of fun. That sounds like something you would do with your friends. It's a very
frat boy. It feels like a very like American Western concept.
Yeah.
You know, you think for a communist dictator to fill balloons with poop and send them to your enemy, it's a little too fun.
Are you a petty guy?
Sure. I can be petty. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this something that you would do maybe?
Nope.
No?
Would I fill balloons with poop and send them to my enemy?
Yeah.
No, never.
What would you do to your enemy?
I would never mess with poop. I would try not to.
Yeah.
I'm a paronychia survivor.
What's that?
You're really learning a lot today.
I am. Yeah, this is good. I didn't realize we had a doctor on the show.
Paronychia, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with poop, but in this situation, I think that's what happened. Here we go. Paronychia. Infection of the proximal and lateral fingernails. Okay, so if you bite your fingernails, okay, people are prone to it. And if you live in wet climates like Juneau, Alaska, where I live, you can get bacteria in your finger. Yeah, and it can, however, I have a 2-year-old son and I change his diapers quite often. And I'm worried because I bite my nails that I got some poop in my, and that's what caused the infection. In turn, the paronychia diagnosis, they also gave me an antibiotic to clear it up, which also covers E. coli, just in case there was poop in my finger.
So that's what you would do to your enemy?
No, I'm telling you, I don't like poop.
Okay. I thought this is what you were saying. What you would do to your enemy is give them.
No, and I need more information. Like I need to know who the enemy is. You can't just generally say.
Well, you got to tell me.
What would you do to your enemy?
Who is your enemy?
I don't have an enemy. I don't. Who are your enemies, Jacob? Tell me your enemy. Who do you hate? Who would you go after?
Who would I go after? That's a good question.
Yeah. See, they're not that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Are you in a relationship? Are you in a relationship? Or who do you deal with on a daily basis that causes you problem? Who causes you a problem on a daily basis?
Want me to call him again?
When you get your dad? So you and your dad argue a lot? I don't think so. You seem like you have a very warm relationship with Pops, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, so in your daily, like, do you, like...
I would say maybe roommate.
There you go.
Okay, roommate.
A lot of times it is a roommate, someone you deal with constantly every single day. So your roommate, you ever had problems with your roommate?
Like, not really, but like he's a little messy.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, that can start a war.
Yeah, so
yeah.
What would I do to him?
Sure.
kind of thought about it actually. I was thinking maybe what I could do is he keeps leaving shit out.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking maybe just collecting all of his stuff
Mm-hmm.
and then putting it like in really, really obscure places.
That's a
in the
good one.
house.
That's a very good one.
Or anything else he leaves out, like maybe just put it like in the freezer,
Yeah, that's a good one.
microwave.
Yeah,
I was thinking burying one in the back.
that's good. And leave a map.
Yeah.
Let him figure out where
That'd
it
be kind
is.
of funny, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you have to get back at someone, that's a good one. I've told my stepdaughter a million times, like, if she doesn't clean up her toys, I'm going to vacuum them up.
That's a good one too.
That's a great feeling too when
Yeah.
you do it. You have to commit to it.
I feel like that would ruin your vacuum.
When you feel a Barbie doll accessory right up when the crevice tool is dancing around the edge of a Barbie doll accessory, the power you feel. That is the greatest feeling on earth.
I feel like that's why you have kids.
I feel like a psychopath. Don't get me wrong. I'm a psychopath.
I mean, is it not good
But it's
though
worth it.
to exert your power on something? And I feel like
You
that's why
have
you have
to show
Yeah.
them that life is not fair
Mm-hmm.
because they won't learn any other way. And then when you get questioned the next day, that's the best part too. Where's my Barbie doll cell phone? I don't know. Where is it?
Oh, so then you play mind games.
No, I just deny.
You deny.
Yeah, it's not even my game at that
mind
point.
games.
I'm just not going to admit it. Is that a mind game to deny?
I think if you wanted to prove the point, you would say, I guess the vacuum might have got it like I said it would. You know?
No,
Because that's
no,
maybe
no,
why
no,
they
no,
keep
no,
doing
no,
it.
No. It's better to. Oh, I see. Yeah, let them know the consequences.
Yeah.
Maybe eventually, but for now, it's fun
Just have a
just to
little fun
pretend
with
you're
it.
a psychopath. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I'm full psychopath yet.
What separates that, do you think?
I don't know. I'm no psychiatrist. I'm no psychologist.
I'm no anthropologist. One thing I was thinking about this story,
This poop story.
the poop story. Yeah, back to the
balloon?
poop. We'll go back to the
Korea's little balloon warfare.
poop.
I don't even know if that's a weird, real story.
It is.
It is?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that was the Guardian article. There's a couple other articles about it. Now the
Okay.
screen's all black. But one thing that's interesting I found about it is that South Korea, the stuff that they're sending,
What's your favorite Korea? Do you like North or South better?
I'm kind of a North guy myself.
You are?
I like the
Okay.
mystique. I think that's
Okay.
it's like kind of like a woman, you know what I mean? Like the more mysterious you are,
North
the more
Korea is like a woman.
yeah,
Yes.
it's like more mysterious. You know,
Yes.
like what's actually going on there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, everyone knows South Korea.
Mysterious,
Yeah.
sexy. Am
Yeah.
I gonna get pooped on?
Yeah,
that
it's
type
cool.
of thing. North Korea. Yeah.
How about you?
I could care less. I want to see both the Koreas come together again.
And just be Korea.
Yeah. Just one. No, Canada. It'd be nice if we form another country because it'd be nice if we had a vacation destination where we didn't need
That'd be
our passports. You
Yeah.
know, let's go. There's some beach in South Korea.
Is
It's
there?
nice to hit. Of course there is.
Yeah.
Seen a map? Pull up a map of South Korea, would you? Look at this. Look at these beaches.
You ever been to Asia?
Never been to Asia.
No.
Don't want to go.
Is it
No, I'm joking. I would totally go. I think I'd love to do Thailand. I hear great things about Thailand. I think that would be fun. Be good to sit on some
My
beaches
dad
in
went to Thailand. Nothing was the same after he changed after that.
What happened to him?
I don't know. He wouldn't talk about it.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, that looks like sand in the bottom right there.
Yeah.
That looks like a beach area.
Mhm.
But anyways, what I was thinking was kind of interesting was the stuff that South Korea was sending to North Korea as a form of protest. And it was just cold, hard cash. And
Wait, South Korea was sending cash to North Korea?
American cash.
Right.
As like an act of protest because they obviously hate America. And then to pair with the cash, they sent USB drives that only had K-pop music on there because K-pop music's banned there because they hate it. 'Cause
Right.
it's like a lot of propaganda.
I'd imagine most music is banned. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought
Yeah.
that was just kind of weird because he doesn't, first of all, the cash you can just flip into your own currency. And then the USB drives, you just don't have to open those. But maybe I could see you getting upset with that because K-pop music would probably be the worst thing to pull up on a mysterious USB drive.
Right.
I'd be pretty upset.
You would be upset,
Yeah, if there was like 10,000 USB drives, and I was like, well, let's see what's on them, and then it was just
Right.
K-pop music.
but you keep trying every single one just in case
Just
the
in
next
case.
one
That'd be
is gonna
better if it
different.
was
Yeah.
9,999 was K-pop music.
I have
and
a
then the
funny
one.
feeling though, if you're even caught trying to put a USB drive into your computer in North Korea, you're gonna get in shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's the problem. I'm at like if they drop these on the street on Bank Street,
Right.
I mean, yeah, it'd be interesting. I'd
Yeah.
be curious to see what's on them. But yeah, if I lived in North Korea, there's no goddamn way I'm gonna put a USB drive in a computer.
They used to drop DVD copies of that movie, The Interview,
Right.
with
Yeah.
James Franco and what's his face?
That was weird. That time was like they didn't release it in theaters.
Really?
It's so Yeah, do you remember that?
Really?
time?
Oh, I
don't-
do because they got like
Yeah.
hacked. Sony got hacked by North Korea about it, didn't they?
Yeah, but there was threats that things would go down at movie theaters, but I don't know where the threats. I don't think they were like credible threats. But imagine that, like they pulled a movie from theatrical release because they felt like something might happen at these. There might be retaliation.
I feel like
That's a weird fucking thing.
that was the peak of like
That was
us being
scarier
scared
times,
of North
yeah.
Korea.
I feel like we're not
They
really
kind of blew
scared.
their
Yeah.
load a little bit with the.
I don't know. I feel like it's the weirdest thing that they didn't just put it in theaters and go, fuck you. Like, I don't
I remember it
understand.
was a scarier time though, because now I feel like we're not scared of North Korea at all.
I'm frightened.
I think it is kind of funny though that North Korea is always like, oh, we got all these big bad weapons, and then someone talks shit, and then they just send poop. It's like, do you though? You know,
It is the best.
or
thing,
the
by
or
the
is
way.
the poop their big bad weapons? you
But
know?
it is fun.
That would suck.
It is fun that their retaliation is like just shit on them
Yeah,
because they're not going to. I mean, stop sending stuff.
yeah, that's it.
I mean, it's the best way. I mean, I wouldn't keep sending things if I knew I was always going to get like a balloon of shit in return.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that would be
1,000 balloons of shit.
it. It would be it. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else ever again.
I got another question for you.
Oh my God, hit
Yeah.
me.
If you were to send something,
I would probably send. Oh, there's more to that question.
yes.
I'm sorry.
If you were to
I
send
was going to
something,
say a letter.
just like
Probably
what
a
kind
letter.
of stuff in general? If
Yeah,
you were to
well, I'd
rifle off
probably
a few,
send
what
like
would you
I'd
send to
probably
North
send
Korea?
like. Oh, sorry. What's that?
What kind of stuff would you send to North Korea?
Okay, so if I'm South Korea and I'm trying to intimidate North Korea,
Yeah, what
or
kind of-
annoy North Korea,
Yeah, what would you send?
I'd probably send them. I'd send them some. I'd send them some poetry of mine from ninth
See, that would
grade.
just piss anyone off. I'm talking North
I know.
Korea in particular.
I don't know
Wait,
why
no,
you
that-
didn't accept my answer.
I
You
mean,
don't
I
even-
accept
do you want
it,
to?
but-
Do you want to hear one of my poems right now from
Go.
ninth grade?
Yeah, let's
it's
do
called
it.
"I Wish I Was a Meadow." And you know what the first line of "I Wish I Was a Meadow" was? This is all true.
This is
The
I
first
can
line
tell
is
it's
the
real.
first line is "I wish I was a cobbler,
What's the second line?
and I owned the strength to mend." And I'm not. And I'm not. Don't even laugh. You can own strength.
The mend is so funny because why do you need strength?
I know. Oh no, the whole fucking. I wish I could find that book. I read it to my friend Dave and Graham in Vancouver, and we all laughed our fucking asses off.
Yeah.
But I wish I could find that book of poetry. It is floating around somewhere, and if anyone finds it,
Was it for
I'm
school?
dead.
Was it for school, or was it like a personal thing?
no, it's like personal,
Personal
Even worse. Yeah,
poetry.
this is like me at home. Like I'm gonna be a lyricist one day. I'm gonna be in a band. I'm gonna write some deep poetry.
Nice. So you'd send
I
your
wish I
poetry
was
book.
a meadow. I wish I was a coupler and owned the strength to mend.
Do you remember the rest of it, or is that it?
Oh, it's like 1,000 million somethings, and that, dude.
Were these for yourself, or were you writing
No,
these
they
for
were
like a
for
girl?
myself.
They're for
and
yourself.
thinking these will be used one day because they're deep, they're meaningful. Yeah,
You should just do a.
you know what?
set
That's
one
the
day.
problem. It wouldn't annoy North Korea. It would probably bring them together. It'd become
would
their new.
solve
It'd
North
become their
Korea.
new national anthem.
You should do a new
they're
show
into
called Jon
philosophy
Dore
up there.
Solves North Korea. And
Would I what? I solve North Korea?
Yeah, Jon Dore solves North Korea, and that's episode 1 is poetry.
Sure, I'll do it.
Brings it together.
Yeah. What would you send to North Korea
A
to
nuke?
annoy them?
No, I'm kidding.
Just fucking blast them.
just a full blown
There's
nuke.
probably too much fallout though. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna.
I'd probably just send Dennis Rodman again.
I mean,
they seem
if
to
you
like
nuke,
that.
If you nuke North Korea, I mean, you're nuking South Korea. That's the only problem.
Just a little nuke.
Just a little bit of
little-
nuke.
just a little nuke.
little bit
Yeah,
of a nuke.
just a little.
Yeah.
Little nuke.
Yeah.
Or you just get South Korea out of there. You know,
Sure.
break it in half.
That makes sense. That's probably the
Yeah.
easiest thing to do. Dynamite the border and send it out to sea.
Yeah, and it floats away.
Yeah, and then you dynamite, and then you nuke North Korea.
Yeah, I feel like
Hmm.
they would see the nuke coming though after the dynamite. You know what they say?
Why are they separating, literally, the border between our nation and theirs? They're probably
Yeah.
going to nuke us. That's what they would say, only
Yeah.
in Korean.
It's like when there's lightning, there's thunder. It's like when there's dynamites, there's nukes. You ever hear that?
I have heard it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard it once,
Okay. Oh,
just now.
now, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a thing that politicians say.
Is that right?
Do you're not into politics, I guess.
No, not really.
Yeah. I can tell.
I know. I don't hide it.
So Actually, I wanted to ask you this too. I got another question. You ready?
Yeah, man.
You ever been to Toronto?
Yeah.
You spent some time there?
Yeah.
You ever
lived there?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So in your time of living there, did you ever
10 years
experience-
lived there.
So you've definitely seen
First moved to I lived on Bond Street near St. Clair in Bathurst with my girlfriend Alicia at the time. Had a great time just up from Dutch Dreams Ice Cream. And tell you a quick story about Dutch Dreams ice cream. So during the during the blackout on the Eastern Seaboard in, I believe it was 2003, all the ice cream was going to melt, and so we walked by Dutch Dreams ice cream, and they gave it all away.
This is real. I actually remember. Yeah, that was a real thing, wasn't it?
Oh, Dutch Dreams ice cream, or
the blackout and like all the ice cream was melting. I don't know if it was that specific thing, but I've heard of something like that before.
The streetcars stopped.
Yeah.
There was no power. The whole grid went down on the Eastern Seaboard. Manhattan was in complete blackout. People were wandering the streets at night. No light whatsoever. It was very scary. Very scary time.
You have a good storytelling voice.
Yes, I do.
I can tell when you're in story mode, and I like that as an audience member. It's nice when you can switch in and out of it.
You're welcome.
See, now you lost it.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it's because you're not telling the story anymore.
I can go back into it.
Right. So now I got to ask, in your 10 years of living there, did you ever experience the naked cycling events?
No.
What's that? Know those? You ever hear those?
I mean, I believe I'm pretty sure I've, yeah.
So there's one happening in a couple days, or by the time this comes out.
In Toronto?
In Toronto, yep.
There's a naked cycling event.
Yep. Yeah, Coleman, want to pull it up?
Completely nude.
So in response to it, Bike Share Toronto urged riders to wipe down the seats if they're renting bikes for the naked ride, because some people don't have their own bikes.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Coleman, can you pull up the website, dude? I just want to show you what the website looks like.
You should probably wipe down that seat regardless.
This is what their website looks like.
Photo archive, World Naked Bike Ride Toronto. What are we looking at here? A global protest. Oh, it's a protest. I fucking hate protests so much. I hate anything. I'll be honest. Not only protests. You know what I hate? I hate protests. I hate marathons that are run in the city.
Oh yeah.
I hate anything that shuts down the city. Like, I like protests when you arrive at a destination, and that's where you hold your protest. I don't like protests where you block city streets. A marathon is the worst.
Yeah, we just had one here. It was fucking annoying.
So stupid.
It was gridlock.
In LA, that marathon will shut the city up. Oh, parades too? Forget it. Santa Claus parade? No. Why are we having parades still?
Yeah, that seems very retro to like gather your family.
Go to a park for a parade.
Yeah.
Like have a park parade, you set up your kiosks and then you go visit everything and you see it accomplishes the same thing. Yeah. It doesn't shut down the city. And how stupid is it to just have to...
I wonder who came up with that. Like, hey, let's get a bunch of floats, just stages on wheels.
Well, I'd imagine prior to... Yeah, I mean, I can imagine it would have been fun at one point. The idea
like of
exhibits
30s, 40s.
Passing you by. But
yeah.
Like, now we have television and...
yeah, it seems like a very pre-television.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so these are the naked people. I like how they blurred out his balls, but not her boobs.
I don't know if they blurred out anything.
Oh, that just might be Bush.
I think it's his gunt.
Yeah, just...
yeah.
I thought that was a blur effect.
If I may, it's going to be a gawk.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, that's not blurred. Imagine his eyes are blurred, but nothing else. Yeah.
Oh.
Legs, what does it say next to his legs are what?
Legs.
Oh, less gas, more ass. Okay.
All right. These are just out here.
Less gas, more ass. Okay, yeah. So these are people are these old photos from like a previous cycling event?
Yeah, I think this is like
2016.
Okay, gotcha.
But I think they do it every year.
Yeah, I can't remember if I've ever been in Toronto for this.
I'm honestly a little confused about what it's for, the protest, why they do it. I'm sure you might have a couple questions.
I don't think is it a protest? What was it? Can we go back to that original page? I'm so sorry. What was that? It's Dan, right?
That's Coleman.
That's Dan. You're sorry. Yeah. Oh, here it is. A global protest against oil dependency and urban pollution. Okay. Why the nudity? Why not just have? I guess it.
Do you want to ask the organizer?
Yeah. Why? Do we have him on the line?
Yeah, we can call him up. We got him on the line.
Photo archive. Click here to enter. But I don't believe you. It could be your dad. You haven't proven yourself to be a very transparent,
you don't
believable,
believe that
honest
it's
person.
Gene?
I don't know. How do I know Gene's the organizer? Can we pull up Gene's bio?
Yep.
Pull up Gene's bio here. This can't be. Is this their up-to-date website?
This is linked to by City
Yeah,
News.
dude.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if his bio is on here, but it does say for more information, email Jon Dore, and we did, and that's how we have his number. So.
Oh, you got his number. Oh, great.
Would you like to talk to Gene?
Does that say Gene?
Jon Dore.
Jon Dore. Okay. Gene.
He is also the photographer of this lovely photo that we saw previously.
He's the organizer?
Is that what he was? He's the organizer, right?
He's the organizer of
we can
the
ask
one
him.
from Toronto, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
yeah,
at least
let's
he's the
check
one
it
with
out.
the website.
Let's talk to him.
And sorry, when does this start?
Tomorrow.
Okay, gotcha.
June 8th, right?
Gene speaking.
Hey, Gene, this is Jacob from the Down the Wire podcast.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good. We are all set.
We're all set. We're here with TV's Jon Dore. John, say hi.
Hello. Can you hear me okay
Hi,
from
how
here?
you doing?
Doing very well. Doing very well. Are you excited about tomorrow?
Yes, I am. You're very faint on me.
Yeah, sorry, I'm sitting a little further away here. I apologize. But yeah, you're excited about tomorrow. That's great news. Are you expecting big numbers this year?
It's going to be our record year, I believe. What the numbers will be, I'll never know until we get there.
Right,
But
right.
it's been growing every year.
Gene,
What?
Oh,
No,
no,
go
you
ahead.
go.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
just want to get a quick overview of the event. What is the purpose of it, and why do you guys do it every year?
We have 3 factors in the ride. First one is to make people aware that they should reduce their oil consumption, to use alternative types of vehicles, from bicycle to rollerblades or whatever, just to reduce your oil footprint. Second one is road safety. Basically, we're naked because that's a factor that motorists actually see. They actually stop. We basically just say, do you see us now? And it becomes a traffic stopper because a lot of cyclists have been killed along the way. Our message, we have other cycling clubs that, closed cycling clubs that bring a message to the government, but it isn't until one of their own is killed that they really understand what the naked bike ride is all about. And the third is body positivity. We try to encourage or show people that every body is beautiful. It shows various stages, I guess, in health and fitness, age, and there should be no body shaming because if your children grow up not seeing the naked body, they basically tend to become bullies. They misunderstand
Right.
the naked body.
If children grow up not seeing naked bodies, they tend to become bullies. That's interesting.
Well, you look at the parents. We get a very low percentage on the road that turn their parents away from the kids. Where those are the kids that are being shamed themselves from seeing reality. Everybody has a naked body. There's nothing to be ashamed of. And why turn your kids away? A lot of parents bring their kids to the road. It starts the conversation at supper time about the birds and the bees.
Mm-hmm. John's got a question, it looks like.
No, I don't. Thanks so much for your time. Well, actually, tell you what. So are most people, because this would be quite a bold statement for the average person to hop on a bicycle and take their clothes off. Are there a lot of naturalists, naturists, nudists that are part of this part of this ride? I'd imagine.
Yeah, well, there are naturists and nudists, but here's the thing that fools people. Most of the people on the ride are not naturists or nudists, and they never go to Hanlon's Point Beach in Toronto, the naked beach, and vice versa. A lot of people who go to the beach don't go on the ride. It's for me, it's hard to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
If you're involved in a naturist environment, you would be on the ride. So it's a very low percentage of naturists and nudists.
So we saw this article. Said Bike Share Toronto urges riders to wipe down seats if renting a bike if you're renting a bike for the naked ride.
The problem every year, there's always like a 0.1%.
Do you think to maybe like combat this issue is to maybe attract less poor people and just keep the people that can afford their own bikes?
Well, people come from out of town, eh? A lot of people come from the U.S., Buffalo, and Quebec. So.
Americans come for this.
Oh yeah.
Is this the only nude biking event?
Atlanta. Never mind. This is.
Does this only exist in Toronto? Is there not like another one of this?
I'm sorry?
Is there not like another event like this? Is that why you got people coming from all over? Like is Toronto the only one?
No, some people.
It's any excuse to get naked, run around.
Buffalo has a ride.
They got lots of these events.
They want to go on vacation and they want to squeeze it. Then Pride is coming up, so a lot of people are going to Pride. They'll come earlier in the week, and then they have the best of both events, right?
Ask him about North Korea, man.
You want me to ask him, or you want to ask him that?
Oh, if you want to. No, I'm too far away.
Yeah, I don't want.
We could wrap it up that way because that's on point with what we were talking about earlier. Yeah.
Gene.
Yes.
Side note here.
Just another news story we were talking about on the podcast.
Yeah, we came across this other news story. North Korea was not caught. They wanted to get caught, but North Korea was sending giant balloons of poop to South Korea. So I just want to get your take on that.
In retaliation.
It was in retaliation to South Korea sending propaganda to North Korea.
I read about that story.
Right on.
Did you know that the bike ride actually started off as a war protest, and the theme was bikes, not bombs?
Oh, I did not know that.
So I would say, stop the wars, get the bikes in your countries, and focus on the living, not the killing.
Right.
Yeah.
Just riding bikes naked. ELE.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feel the breeze.
I feel like you I feel like you might get a lot of flack every year. People being like, "Oh, people shouldn't be seeing that. Kids shouldn't be seeing that. All that." What's your statement to people that feel like you shouldn't be doing
parents
this?
Bring their kids on the ride. There's not a lot, but they have over the years. And there's actually a gentleman I talked to yesterday. He will be bringing his boy on the ride.
Oh, good.
And we don't. If you're underage, we don't allow you on the ride without parental people there. But otherwise, it's not an illegal ride because we're not doing anything illegal. We're upheld by the Constitution to protest naked.
Yeah.
And it's everybody's right.
Yeah.
USA, man.
Yeah. That's weird because I got in trouble that one time.
Yeah.
In that Dairy Queen.
Well, here's the reaction of the people that we pass. Most are, aside from the shock value that you get when you initially look and your brain has to digest that there's naked people riding, and it's hundreds of people. It's not just a few. And once you digest that, you start smiling and clapping and cheering, and you got your cameras out to show your mom what you just saw.
Right.
We had a bus driver in the city actually stopped his bus, and he walked to the steps, and I was passing, and I looked at him, and he says, "I had to film this because my wife wouldn't believe me."
I don't think that's why he was filming it, Gene. Before we go, John, you got any closing remarks?
Yeah, I just want to thank Gene for your time. Thanks, Gene. Appreciate it. Have a great time tomorrow.
Hey, thank you very much.
All right, enjoy yourself, Gene. Appreciate you.
We'll do one in Ottawa again because Ottawa used to have one.
Do you close streets for that?
No, the streets are open.
Okay,
that's good. That's the best part of your protest, my friend.
Yeah, it's an 18-kilometer ride in Toronto, and it takes almost 3 hours.
All right, on.
A bicycle protest moves with the traffic, and it does not shut the streets. Thank you.
That's right.
Appreciate you, Gene. Thanks for taking the time.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, sorry, Gene. Are you pro-Palestine? Okay. I had a question after all. I forgot. Yeah. I once in college we did a documentary.
We might have to readjust the seat.
Oh yeah. I just backed it up a bit. Did you fix that camera? I didn't move it that far. Oh, before I go, you have to readjust. Why?
Before you go with that point. We'll keep that in.
I think it was all right?
How's it look, Coleman?
This is pretty good. Here. Oh, is the leg getting fucked up?
Keep this all in.
Shit, that would have been crazy.
We're all good?
Cool.
All right. Sorry about that.
All good. So the thing in college, we all pitched documentaries in our second year, right? So this was part of our single camera class. And one of the documentaries, so we all had to pitch a documentary, and then one of your group got selected. And the one that got selected was this girl, Miranda. She was a lifeguard at the Nepean Sportsplex. Very important because the documentary was about a nudist family that we profiled. So we went to their home, and there was also a swim, a huge, like they have this nudist swim. I don't know if they still do it, but once a month, specific hours, they tape all the windows shut, and it's a nude swim for all nudists or naturists in the Ottawa area. So we go to their house, and it was fascinating. We're there with this family, and the kid did not want to get undressed, young kid, and the parents convinced him in front of us to get, like, it was a very
with cameras out and everything.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't shoot the kids. I mean, we shot them from,
right.
It was
for the
fucking
class.
weird. Oh yeah, and that was the deal, was only the class would see the documentary.
Right.
Anyway, so then they also have a jacuzzi party, and you're repeating the action over and over again because it's a documentary. So you're getting him to show you what's your routine like when you come home. He comes in the door, takes his pants off, folds them up, and they walk around the house naked. Anyway, so repeating the action a million times. Then they have friends over for a Friday night jacuzzi party where they're all eating like cookies and in the jacuzzi and crumbs falling
all
in
naked.
their fucking hair, all naked. And we go to the Nepean Sportsplex, it's a big huge swim, and it's just like a sea of naked people. Anyway, all this to say, I was in charge of the editing, and this is fucked. So there's a tower outside of the edit suites. It's like the edit bay, and you can patch your source into the edit suite, right? So I had a whole bunch of projects I was working on. So I had different tape varieties, like I had like a Beta SP and a DVC Pro tape. And anyway, so I was doing a different project. I go back out to start editing the nudist project, and the tape is missing. We had to sign fucking release forms about this does not go anywhere. These are fucking human beings that are completely naked on camera. To this day, no idea where that tape went. Yeah, I think someone stole it and just recorded it, not knowing what's on it, because
and recorded over it.
Yeah, because people were like, "Oh fuck, I need a tape. I'm going shooting," and they're monsters, right? They'll just steal anything and record over it. No idea where it went. It was there. Should never have left it there, but it was there. It came back out, gone. Telling the producer that I had lost the tape, and that's footage you can't get back. It's like 90 minutes.
I was going to ask, did you go back and shoot again?
They went back. I was taken off the team. I was not part of the documentary after that. Yeah.
Did you fail?
No, I didn't fail, but I was not part of that project anymore.
Somebody better have recorded over it, because the other explanation is
the other
worse.
Dude. I fucking hope it's recorded over or destroyed or missing. Yeah.
I hope someone recorded it over, but not fully. And then if someone watches the entire tape, just
that's something you could hope for too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, interesting, Gene. Yeah, that'll be a fun little bike ride. Yeah, it's a weird collection of people, the nudists.
It's never who you want it to be.
Go on. What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
I don't know. Are you being body positive right now?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a positive outtake on it or take on it.
Okay, well, explain.
Well, I mean, we saw the photos. Not to say there's anything wrong with it.
But
exactly.
Typically, when you just type in boobs on Google search, that's not what the first page would show you, because the first page shows you what they think you would like.
So, and you
that's like 17th page of Google photos.
And you are claiming to be body positive right now.
1,000%.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
1,000%.
Interesting. Yeah, it does not give you page 1 of boobs when you type it into Google.
No.
Gotcha.
Again, that's like 42nd page. But yeah, it might be a good time to plug our ad sponsor right now.
What if we all just went, like, would you do it? Would you
the naked bike ride?
Yeah.
Honestly, the biggest thing for me with the naked bike ride is the comfort. I don't know how you would do that comfortably, because it already is kind of uncomfortable sitting on a bike with
like your testicles flopping around, you mean, or what?
Yeah, because I feel like the best way to do it would be to like be on the edge of it so that you're not sitting on your testicles, they're just kind of hanging. But then to be on the edge of it would mean that
Yeah.
the tip of the seat is like right up against.
Yeah, and I think any bump would cause the testicles. I mean, they're not supported in any way.
No.
So you wouldn't want those bouncing around. It'd be quite painful. I agree with you.
Yeah, and you have to like
women have it a
stand.
little easier. I think
Classic, right?
testicles flopping around. What'd you say? Sorry.
Classic, right?
What? Just like in general, women have it easier. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I was specifically talking about this race. I don't think that.
Right.
Even though, yeah, it is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, testicles flopping around on a bike seat would not be good. I agree. I don't think I would
I'd like
do
to
it.
see how they do it.
I would have done it probably like 15 years ago. I would have done it just when I didn't give a shit. But yeah,
Now you give a shit.
now I care. Yeah.
What changed?
I'm a father.
Mm.
I'm a stepfather and a biological father. I've one of each.
Which one's better? Do you like being a real dad or a stepdad?
I love them both equally.
No, not the kids. Which version do you like being as a dad?
Sorry. Oh, do I like being a stepdad or I love
biological dad?
both equally. I mean, a step parent makes me more heroic because I swooped in.
Yeah,
and
it's like a
saved
rescue
child that's
kind of
not
thing.
my own.
Yeah.
So that makes me a better person.
Do you call your kid a rescue
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to seem more noble?
I'll be honest. I think rescue is a little insulting. But what I will say, like, hey, I don't have to be here. I say stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. Do you ever get the "you're not my dad"?
Yeah, I've gotten that a couple times.
Yeah. How does that hurt or no?
No, it feels fine.
Yeah.
Well, let's run it. Let's
Lean
run this.
back
let's-
on the other side of the
Let's run the
psychopath.
scenario. For instance, so we're in an argument.
I'm the
Emma,
kid, or am I the dad?
You're the 10-year-old. I'm the dad. You're
10-year-old.
10-year-old. We're in an argument. It builds and builds and builds, and you give me that line.
You're not my dad.
Thank God.
Mom, I like
That's how
the
that
other one
goes.
better.
So with Emma, love them both equally, and but when you start from the ground up, because I only met Emma, I became a stepdad when she was 4.5.
Okay.
When you start from the ground
That's still
up,
young.
it's young, but when you start from the ground up, a little thing a blob that's there.
Right.
It's a whole other thing that happens, you know?
Yeah. I have no idea.
Are you going to have kids one day, Jacob?
My mom told me not to.
Why?
I'm not capable of it.
You're not capable?
Yeah, that's what she said. I think I could do it.
I don't know if you're telling the truth. I don't think your mother
One
would
day,
say
my
that.
mom got mad at me because I told her I was going to a friend's cottage, and she said, "No, you're not." And I said, "Okay." And then I went, and then when I got back, she got really mad at me, and then she said, "Never have kids of your own."
Okay, so she
And
was,
that was
she was a little upset with you. She
Yeah.
was trying to,
But she told me that
trying
again.
to tell you how upset.
But
that you made her
recently,
feel,
this
yeah.
was like years ago. Recently, she also said, "Don't have kids." It's not
Recently?
yeah, she said it's not worth it.
That's not worth it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a lot of money.
How did that make you feel?
It felt. I feel like it was good advice.
Are you an only?
I have two.
Older
she
or
has,
younger?
She has two kids.
Older or younger? You
One-
might be the youngest.
I'm the
You're-
youngest.
Yeah.
What
I
made you
feel like
think
you
that?
are the youngest. There's an entitlement to you,
Okay.
which I've noticed a pattern in youngest siblings
Okay.
of 3. And I don't know why that is.
Are
but
you
yeah.
the youngest?
No, I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest.
Yes. But and that's not a bad thing. It's just interesting. Are you from Ottawa?
No,
Where are you from?
Burlington.
Burlington, Ontario,
Yeah.
Canada, home of Ryan
The
Reynolds.
Cougars.
Is he from there?
Gosling.
Gosling, that's
Yeah.
the one. Okay, so you're from there, and your mom just told you not to have kids. And do you want to have children one day? Is that part of you? Do you think about it?
I always thought that if my career never went well, then at least I could always be a dad.
Oh, boy.
And be a good dad.
That's
you
a
know?
weird thing to say,
Right?
isn't it?
Yeah, I think maybe it's like because people take pride in that, you know,
In what?
being like a good dad or a good
But
mom.
why are they exclusive? Why can't you have?
They're
a
not
good
exclusive,
career?
but I
Oh, well,
feel
then-
like I'd be more inclined to want to have kids if things didn't go well, because then it would be something to like be good at, you know, if you're not good at anything else. Does that make sense?
In a twisted psychopathic way, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Psychopathic or mentally?
No, psychopathic.
Psychopathic.
I'm starting to veer
You're
into
seeing-
you could possibly be, you could be a problem.
I could be a problem.
But
Or I might
because
already-
for someone to think that you can like that being a father is like a default into
Yeah.
like you weren't successful in your career pursuits.
Yeah.
You
Or like
can-
what you
you can
wanted
always
to
feel-
do. you
So
know?
is your career then that's your legacy in your mind that's what your legacy project is? That's what you're working on?
I don't know.
Well, what do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. I think maybe.
But you just said if you're okay.
Like you would hope to be, but maybe by
Well,
the time.
when you imagine your ego, when you imagine your success in life, right? Are you imagining
kids?
Like,
no.
Are you imagining like the internet forever? You know, keeping your story alive, like what outside of money, and fame? I'm assuming that's your career path, right?
Money and
that you
fame?
imagine. Well, byproducts of your career path. You want to be in production and interviewing and comedy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so those things are as good as a child.
Probably a bit better.
So if you couldn't get them though,
then
having
I'd get a kid
would be your default.
Yeah, because then it's like at least I could do that, you know.
Yeah.
Because you know, you ever hear those stories of
you're a psychopath.
But you know those,
and that's okay.
Are you comfortable being in this room?
Now we know.
Now you know. You ever hear those stories of like?
I've heard stories. I've heard tons of stories.
Here's another one.
Yeah.
Kids that are currently in like the NBA or NFL or athletes or whatever, and then they have stories of like, oh, their father used to also play, but it was like a really shitty role player or like a guy that didn't quite make it to the league.
Kobe Bryant's father?
Was that one of them?
Well, he was in the NBA.
He was in the NBA? No one knows about him though. So that's kind of what I'm saying is like, if I can be one of the guys that's like, no one really ever knew who I was, but maybe if I had a kid that can trump that in whatever, you know, pursuit they want, that'd be kind of cool.
That would crush you.
You think so?
Knowing the little I know about you, if your offspring...
I don't think so. I think I would like that.
No, you'd be crushed. You can't even imagine the idea of having a child right now.
Well, it's because I'm 25.
Mm-mm.
It's a little.
No. You figured it out in your head. You've got this whole thing mapped out. And a kid is, that's the default prize.
Yeah.
If you fail.
Yeah, if I fail, then I'd want a kid.
So then if you fail to add a sport.
If I succeed, I would also want a kid.
If you fail in whatever, this becomes.
Right.
And then you have to have a child as default and that child succeeds.
Yes.
Oh, dude, you're crushed.
A
little bit of you'd be able to fake genuine support and care. But it would hurt your heart so much.
You think?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I know. Jacob, it would break you.
You think so?
Yeah.
So I just shouldn't have kids at all?
You'd develop a huge drinking problem. Yeah, this would be really bad for you.
Should I just never have kids then, even if it's the default?
Hey, you need to do what you need to do. But
because on the flip side, if I become very successful, then I would also want kids.
Oh, I didn't think you did. Okay.
Yeah. Just to rub it in their face. No,
I take it back.
Can I ask you a question? Would you ever, as a father, would you ever consider allowing them to take part in a naked bike ride? No. Because what Gene was saying was it's a very good experience for the kids. And I got the sense that you disagreed with that sentiment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
just
straightforwardly.
Really
I mean, I don't think you need to have a naked bike ride, but go for it.
Yeah.
Nothing illegal about it, but yeah. Have at her, Gene.
Okay.
I feel like I've met Gene before.
Yeah, at a naked bike
I feel like I met Gene when I hosted, I could be totally wrong, but I feel like I've met him when I hosted like Rogers Community Television.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like you covered an event like this on Rogers TV?
I fucking feel like we did. I can't remember. I feel like we did. Like there was an Ottawa
hilarious
thing. It may not have been Gene, but God, he sounds familiar. So Gene's, his thing was, hey kids, it's good for you to see. It was a body positivity.
So you don't end up becoming a bully.
A bully. Yeah, I don't know how you draw the line. He's talking about, or make that connection. He's talking specifically about come see naked older people's bodies so you don't make fun of other kids' bodies.
That seems like good material to start making fun of people's bodies as a kid.
Oh my God, Gene. We got to get him in studio.
Like, I feel like if we had maybe like a dozen 11-year-olds in here, hypothetically, and we showed them that picture that we saw of all these naked people, the first thing they would all do is like make some joke about it rather than be like, maybe I shouldn't make a joke and not.
They would say the word gunt for sure.
I don't know if I would even say the phrase. I'm starting to really worry about you. Like, I don't even want to imagine
a room full of
a whole bunch of 11-year-olds
in here.
Yeah, in here watching naked people.
Yeah, it was a hypothetical.
Oh, I know. For now it is.
Unfortunately, but yeah, it was a hypothetical.
Yes, for now.
Yeah.
Youngest to 3.
Youngest to 2.
Well, sorry.
Youngest of
Well,
two.
yeah, youngest of 3. Oh, I thought you said you had 2 older.
No, I messed up my wording. I meant to
There's
say my
2
parents
total.
have 2 kids. Yeah, there's 2 kids.
That's a
total.
little different then.
Okay. How does that change?
Just a little different in my research.
How so?
Just the grant money I've received suggests that the youngest of 3 is a little more entitled. But yeah,
Okay.
youngest of 2, no, not at all. It doesn't track. So I apologize.
So no, I'm not entitled.
No, you are, but it's confusing. it's confusing as to why you may be. Yeah. So older sister or older brother?
Older sister.
Okay.
A year.
Wow. A year. Parents got
14
busy.
months. Yeah, to
Got
be exact.
busy. Nice.
Yeah.
And then snipperoo.
Yep.
All done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like your sister?
Yeah.
You guys get along?
Yeah.
What's she? Is she funny?
Eh,
Okay.
she tries to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
She
are
can
you,
be.
Why are you funny? Where did you get it from?
It was
Sister?
probably the divorce and then the arrest.
Your parents got divorced?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What happened? It was such a perfect kids, 14
Oh, they
months apart.
hated each other, man.
Why did they hate each other? What happened?
You got time?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know what happened. They didn't really tell us what happened. But
Wow.
there
How
was
old were you when they got divorced?
I was in the 7th or 8th grade.
Oh, that's
The
awful.
worst time, man.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. I think younger might be better in. Oh man, was there a step parent in your life?
Recently, my dad just got married,
Oh,
so now I
fuck.
have a stepmom.
But like in high school, was there
No.
dating going on with your parents, or were they trying to just
My-
keep it?
Tried to keep it quiet, but my mom ended up getting a boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a cool dude. He was from Chicago,
Okay.
and
Michael Jordan.
no,
Oh fuck, that would be amazing.
that
Though.
would have been cool.
Yeah, imagine Michael
Fuck,
Jordan was
that
your
would've been way better,
stepdad.
Yeah, or
That'd be great.
he was in a band and he knew magic tricks,
Okay,
so he taught me magic tricks.
that's fun.
Yeah, he got me into magic.
Yeah. What kind of music? The band.
He played the drums.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of music it was,
Okay, fair enough.
but
Okay, so parents get divorced. You're in 7th grade. Oh my god.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's some legal stuff going on there too.
So what was your mom's job? Was she?
They were both real estate agents. They worked together, and then
they
my
were both on the same sign.
yeah, same sign.
Oh boy, that's got to tear the community apart.
And then when they
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it did. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was a big deal for the
bet.
Burlington community.
I bet.
And then
And they stayed real estate agents, but they went on their own.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
God. This is
when they moved out of the house,
Yeah.
they had like 2 properties,
Yeah.
but they were in the same townhouse complex. So
Oh,
when they
no.
moved out, we lived in the same townhouse complex and lived across the street from each other.
Would you go house to house?
Yeah, I would like lug
this
my
is
suitcase
fucking
back and forth.
weird.
Yeah.
Would you really wheel a suitcase?
Yeah,
You'd be
back
like-
and forth
And
every
were you
week.
like week on, week off?
Yeah, at the start.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but your mom, you're like, they could see other people coming to the house. And,
Yes.
yeah, oh my God.
That's how my mom
weird.
first found out I had a girlfriend. Was because I brought her to my dad's house first.
Yeah, you're being
and
parented
she
from
saw
across
me,
the street.
and then she
Oh
got
my
mad at me
God.
that I didn't bring my girlfriend over to her house first.
Oh my God. It's
Yeah.
too much for kids,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
So maybe that's why.
They should have just stayed together.
No, that would have been a lot worse. dude.
You wouldn't be this way though.
Yeah, maybe I
Thanks
would
for
just be
joining us today. Well, oh, sorry.
Maybe I would just be a real estate agent.
No. This is good. You are who you are. What can we do? We can't turn
Yeah.
back time. But give your best to both your parents for me, okay?
I will. I'll let him know that John says hi.
Please do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got to talk to your dad. Next time we'll talk
Kind
to your
of.
mom.
Yeah. Next time we'll get my mom on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I got one more news story for you.
God,
If
hit
you want
me.
to dive into it.
Hit me.
So you obviously you know about the Chris Rock thing. He got slapped by Will Smith.
Yes.
So there's another story just now. Actually, this was in Spain. A Spanish comic got
Yeah, I
charged.
know this story.
You heard about this? The guy
I
charged
read
him on
I read the
stage?
caption. Yeah, he got charged because the comic was making sexual jokes about the guy's kid.
So the guy that got upset about it, the guy with the son,
Right.
he's apparently a far right activist. He has like a far right extremist
Mm-hmm.
metal band that's like against LGBTQ people.
Right.
He's a Nazi.
Cool.
So this comedian commented on his post that he he had a picture of him and his son or something.
Oh.
And he said that
I
his
totally okay. There's this is before the show.
this is before the show.
Okay, yeah, go on.
So then he commented on the post saying that the ironic part is that this kid's gonna grow up sucking big black cock.
Okay. Fair enough.
Who doesn't? So then he was like,
Oh, no.
what I'm going to do is now wait to see when this guy comes to sitting near me on his tour. Saw that he was in Barcelona doing a show, which was 6 hours away from him.
Oh my
so
God.
he drove 6 hours to Barcelona
This is
to go to
great,
this
yeah.
guy's show and then charged him on stage. We have the video of it.
I've seen it, yeah.
Um,
But it's wild because you have to act on it at
Yeah.
that point. I mean, you're driving 6 hours. You must.
you got to do something about it. I was thinking, like, what do you think about
We're not
doing
going to
that
drive 6 hours and then go, you know what? I'm having second thoughts. No.
You think a 6 hour drive, though, you would get second thoughts. And turn
No.
around.
Yeah, but the fact that he made it the whole way, he's
Yeah.
got music cranking. He's like, fuck, I'm going to tear this guy down. Yeah.
Mute it. But
Also, I mean, I know, I mean, look at this is a right-wing Nazi, but you can't talk about people's kids because they're going to fucking go off.
it also wasn't really that funny of a joke. And I was thinking like 6 hours of a drive is a long time for you to be processing what you're going to do and to still follow through with it. And also to like 6 hour drive, you're getting far out. Like you need a hotel now. Like you got to commit to this. Freak out.
Well, not necessarily. You could do 6 there and 6 back.
12, 6 hours there, 20-minute cause a scene, and then 6 hours back.
Stop at the Barcelona Tim Hortons for a coffee and then you fucking hit the highway. You'll make it.
Yeah.
But I think, I mean, you could, but yeah, why not get a hotel? This guy's got fucking points. I
Yeah.
bet. Yeah. You know, probably got some IHG points. Go stay at a Holiday Inn. You don't burn too much cash.
Yeah.
But he's probably riding a high. Okay, well, what happens? Does anyone get arrested after this?
So the comedian decided to not press charges. He did get like arrested after police came.
Police came to the
Yeah.
scene, but
Yeah.
the comedian who got rocked was like, "This has changed my worldview. I apologize. Don't press charges."
He deleted the
I
comment.
was wrong.
All that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's kind of interesting though that he actually followed through with it. Also, I think it's funny that he's in a metal band as a Nazi, and like I feel like metal bands are kind of the gayest bands because you're wearing like crop tops and
Oh, you think it's that
spiked
kind of
shoulder
metal?
pads. I think so. That's what I'm
Oh, yeah?
thinking. Yeah, like fishnets and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't picture that, but yeah.
What are you picturing?
I mean, I'm picturing more like death metal.
Okay,
Like, yeah,
seems a little bit more Nazi.
I think so, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
It would suck to be a Nazi when it's not cool anymore.
You could just
You
say
know?
it would suck to be a Nazi.
I feel like there was a time where it would have been.
It was cool to be a Nazi?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be
You
one.
mean
I wouldn't.
it-
I wouldn't have been one.
Possibly around like 1939 to 1945 type
Yeah, like
thing?
when it was cool, you'd walk down the street, people would like, woman would faint. You know what I mean? If like a nice Nazi general walked by.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
oh my God, the Nazi.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was happening a lot. Yeah.
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 Good vacation time. Spend time in Argentina.
Did this guy? Yeah, exactly. Why does our anyway? Fuck that. This guy, how many did he get punched or slapped? What? I know he got slapped.
It was like a half punch, half slap.
I don't know why the video is not working, but it looked like he just
Like
got rocked once and fell back.
So at this,
No, because he's also. I saw a video of him sitting in the corner of this room, either on
that
a
was
chair.
after. So when he got charged, he initially got rocked, and then the comedian kind of fell back and ended
Yeah.
up in the corner. And then
That's
he
what
was
I
like-
saw.
Yeah.
He's sitting in the corner.
And then the guy's like still yelling at him. Security comes up, and then at the very end, he also gives him another slap.
Yeah, here we
to
go.
the
It's
face.
starting to move. Yeah. Oh, there. Yes. So I've seen it from here, but I saw a different angle than this.
There's a second shooter.
Second shooter. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he apologized, but I guess you kind of.
I just think it just wasn't even a good joke. So I would apologize too, unless I stood by the joke.
It's just an obvious like thing to say.
Yeah, it's pretty
from
surface
that
level.
kind of perspective, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't talk about people's kids, or you're going to invite this kind of stuff.
Would you do this as a father if you posted a picture online and someone was like, "Your kid's gonna grow up to do some heinous shit"?
No, I wouldn't. But I can't imagine.
It would.
I can appreciate that people. Do
So you're
that.
on the side of the
That's
Nazis.
right. I said I wouldn't do what he's doing.
Oh, you wouldn't do what he was doing,
No. I
Oh,
could
okay.
never do this.
but you appreciate it.
I can appreciate that people have crazy reactions. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. Especially when it's their kids. But this guy's a psychopath. Come on.
I was thinking though, because the video of the comedian getting attacked, it's in Spanish. so the viewers won't be able to understand what's being said. So I was wondering if you wanted to reenact it.
Okay, sure. Let's do it.
You want to do it?
Yeah, of course. I
Okay.
can't say no. This is improv.
Thank you. I appreciate. Yes, and.
Thank you.
Okay. So
Yes and no.
we might want to get like a dynamic cam going, just in case. I don't know what's gonna happen, but
What's a dynamic cam?
like moving, not on a tripod. Is that the technical term for it?
Oh, dynamic.
We'll probably just end the show with this. All right.
Nice to be here in Barcelona. Did you take the subway? Oh my God, what an interesting trip that was. Oh my God.
Hey, what the fuck did you say about my son? What the fuck did you say about my son?
Oh, he said he's probably gonna grow up to.
You wanna fucking go?
Oh my God.
Fucking go?
Is that a real necklace? Are you serious?
You wanna see it?
Yeah. Let me see. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Yeah. This is high praise. This is well done. I appreciate this. Dude, if I knew we were building to this, we could have jumped into this way faster. Well done. Very impressive. Let me see the back. Who had to draw the back? There you go. Yeah. So my manager had to draw the back of mine. And that's the only time I ever drew it on the back was,
For the show.
Very impressive that you
like
got
it?
the back done. Yeah, are you kidding me? This is wonderful. High praise. And how does it feel, by the way, standing in front of a mirror, drawing this on your body?
We took a video of it, and there's a POV shot of me
Yeah.
bent over, and then you see Dan and Coleman behind me just tag teaming working on it on my back.
Isn't it the fucking weirdest thing, though? I used to do this every night.
Every night. They were saying this is terrible for your skin.
Probably.
So
I would do Sharpie and then
Sharpie.
Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do this every night. There were times where I'd pick up a lovely lady after the show.
You'd
be like,
have this,
yes.
dude.
There were times I'd wake up. I would wake up and there'd be fucking marker all over the bed in the hotel.
That's fucking hilarious. That's what
Yeah.
they were saying. Like, I hope we don't have any dates coming up.
Oh, dude.
I'm kind of hoping I do.
It was bizarre. Yeah. It's very funny.
Therefore, down to the wire means the very last possible moment or to the very end.